Welcome back to Orange Nation. Our artist of the day today, Lenny Kravitz. Rock and roll is dead. He does a lot of the ooh, yeah stuff.
Yes, he does. He's good at it. Known for it. All right, our first guest today is known for being a really good lacrosse player. Cole Kirst joining us here on the show. Drafted 18th overall in the recent PLL draft. Cole, great to have you on. Congratulations on all your success. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me on. Really excited. Thank you.
All right, so you transferred over from Lehigh. Take us through what your experience was like here at Syracuse and your 1 year here on the SU Hill.
It was an incredible year from top to bottom. Starting summer school in the second summer session in July, I was able to get familiar with the campus and the entire athletic facility right away. I had an awesome relationship with the coaches, starting that conversation earlier and being able to just meet my classmates first. And then as the team started to arrive in August, building a relationship with them and furthering that bond, not only in the fall season, but then also in the winter and then the spring. It's just been an incredible year, and I'm extremely grateful.
What was it like playing for the legend, Gary Gay? What did you learn from him this year?
It's incredible. Being able to play with so many talented offensive guys, being an offensive player myself, learning just the ins and outs and the little intricacies that Coach Gate and Coach March on the offensive end has. You know, being able to see something in a different lens that you might not have the perspective of at that time, being able to kind of take a seat back and take a look at it, whether it's from the film perspective or from the sidelines, being able to see something that you can improve upon and use it towards in the next game, it really benefited me throughout the entire year. And that experience, just playing with so many talented individuals as well, I'm incredibly grateful, and it was an awesome year.
Cole, I want to talk to you about a topic that we discuss quite a bit on the show here, and that's the transfer portal. So you obviously lived it. I feel like your experience is in line with what the transfer portal was supposed to be all about, right? I mean, you put in your time at Lehigh. You wanted to go to grad school somewhere else. You came here. You spent a year in the Newhouse School, and you got to play lacrosse while you were here. I do want to ask you, like, larger, bigger picture about the portal in a second, but can you explain to us kind of how the portal works, what your experience was like in the portal? You put your name in. Do you instantaneously start hearing from teams? Did you kind of know when you put your name in you were coming to Syracuse all along? Can you kind of walk us through that?
So it's funny, I had a different experience than most with the transfer portal. I applied to graduate school last year. So when I was finishing up my senior year at Lehigh, had a conversation with the coaches, my teammates and my friends, and I knew that I wanted to pursue with the extra year from COVID to pursue a master's degree. So I was able to apply to school on my own and without entering the transfer portal right away. So I was able to get acceptance into the school, and I was thrilled. I was excited. So at the end of our season last year, I was able to have that conversation with the coaches, and they were nothing but fully supporting of my decision, and I'm extremely grateful for them as well. So in order to have a conversation with the coaches here at SU, I was able to enter the portal under a no-contact sheet, which allowed me to have that conversation with the entire coaching staff to let them know that I was going to be starting school in July with the summer session and to get that conversation rolling. And the transfer portal really helped me allow to have that conversation and to build that connection with them right away. And again, I'm just extremely grateful for the entire process and the entire opportunity.
And again, I look at your situation is that's kind of what the portal was designed for, right? Somebody who wanted to go to a different school for a year, in your case, for a grad school, or, a player that maybe isn't getting the playing time they want, as a freshman or sophomore, and they go to a better opportunity. What we've kind of seen it become is, in some cases, right, it's become free agency. It's become, they go to the highest bidder in NIL, and maybe more so in basketball and football, but I'm sure it happens in lacrosse as well. How do you feel about that? What the NIL and what the transfer portal have done to college athletics. Do you fully support it? Do you think that it's caused some issues with college athletics? Where do you stand on those topics?
Everyone has a different situation, and everyone has a different perspective on their college career, whether it's both academically and athletically. So I think it really it really differs subject to subject, within person to person. But in my case, I'm just extremely grateful. And I think that the transfer portal really helped me to have that conversation earlier than expected. And having that conversation allowed me to build a connection with the team, allowed me to build connection with the coaches, and it really furthered my academic and athletic career here at Syracuse. And my perspective on the transfer portal has been nothing but an incredible experience, and I'm extremely grateful for the entire opportunity that I've had here at SU.
Cole, I know that I teach a class in the Newhouse School, and you've become kind of like this folk hero in the BDJ department at Newhouse. And anytime we're showing lacrosse highlights, everybody calls out, there's Cole, there's my friend. Walk us through, I guess, the academic experience you've had at SU, and what is next for you after lacrosse. I know that you want to get into broadcasting. Can you share those thoughts with us?
So much fun the entire year, and as I continue on with school in this next summer session up until June, the amount of knowledge, not only from the students, but the professors that I've gained in this industry there's really no words to describe. And I think so many people are so talented here at SU that you're able to learn and grow from each individual in a certain way. And everyone is so competitive in the program in broadcast and digital journalism, whether it's undergrad and graduate, that you're able to build that rapport and that connection to allow you to further yourself, not only as a student, but also as a man and as a person. And the amount of connections that I've made both in the classroom and on the field has been incredible. And for the future, I'm still working through it as I continue to finish school, still working through that process. Trying to figure out what I really want to hone in on and what I want to do. But I'm just excited for the next step in this next journey. And I'm just, again, incredibly grateful for my time here at Syracuse. And it's been a really special year. And I'm just incredibly honored and humbled and proud to be a part of this Syracuse University family.
Does the next step in your journey include lacrosse? As we mentioned, you were drafted 18th overall into the PLL and drafted by the Redwood Lacrosse Club. Do you plan on playing in the PLL moving forward here?
Definitely. I plan on competing not only in the PLL but also in the NLL. I was able to be drafted earlier in the fall. So looking up to my brothers, my two older brothers, Connor and Colin, compete both in the indoor game and the outdoor game. And just as role models, I look up to them so much. And to be able to follow in their footsteps, hopefully, and compete at the highest level is something that I've always aspired to do. And to have that opportunity coming up in the next couple of weeks, I'm excited to get to camp and to build those relationships and compete for a spot.
You mentioned your brothers. I got to ask you about CJ. We found out yesterday he's been named one of 5 finalists for the Tewaaraton Award, and he's obviously had a fantastic year at Cornell. Just your thoughts on his progress, on his career, and his chances of winning lacrosse's most coveted award.
So special. I look up to CJ and our youngest brother, Caden. We really bond around the sport of lacrosse, and being able to share that experience this past summer, playing over in Ireland, representing Team USA and the entire team with the World Games, and being able to win a gold medal with CJ and to play at the highest level and watch him win MVP and compete day in and day out, just seeing his grit and his swagger on the field, it's so much fun, and his passion. That's something that I try to take away from his game, is how much passion he plays with and how much celebration he enjoys on the field, both when it's something that's great happening out there or something that's tough, whether they have to come back from a couple goals. He plays with so much passion, that entire team, and so much respect to Cornell and the entire guys on that squad. But I look up to him, and it's just an incredible accomplishment for him to be named one of those top 5 finalists for the Tewaaraton. And I know that he's continuing to work hard day in and day out, and it's going to be exciting to see their matchup this weekend. And I wish him nothing but the best. And it's just really cool to see.
Yeah, tough one for Cornell right off the bat. They've got a first-round game with Michigan. And I guess with that in mind, I'm going to have you put on your broadcaster hat here for a second. Play the role of college lacrosse analyst. NCAA tournament coming up. I know you guys wish you were a part of it. You're not. But as you look at the bracket, break it down for me. If I said you could have the ACC or the field in terms of winning the national title, you think one of the ACC teams gets it done, or are you taking the field?
Oh, that's a tough question. I don't know if I can put my analyst hat on just yet with the conflict of interest still at school, but I'm just excited to see the entire field compete, both in the ACC and the rest of the teams. Such competitive lacrosse, and it's so fun to watch. You know, that's your dream, is to win a national championship, and to be able to watch on ESPN for 8 hours straight of everyone's dream to come to fruition. It's really special, and I'm just excited to really watch every team compete, watch CJ compete, and to be a part of it, and just to enjoy the entire process. So I wish all the best to every team competing in the NCAA tournament, and I'm excited to see who comes out on top.
Man, you're a pro already. A very politically correct
that
answer.
Was a politician
You're going to do very well in this business, Cole. That was a terrific answer.
Give a shout out to Professor Dunbar. We took an ethics class, so Alex Dunbar, he was an incredible professor, and I want to give all the credit to him. I had to give a shout out to Professor Dunbar.
Yeah, you are a pro. Listen, Cole, this was a whole lot of fun. I know you and I have kind of talked off air about potentially an internship or something at Channel 9. If I can help you in any way, please let me know. Keep me posted if I can help in any way moving forward. Okay, best of luck to you.
Thank you so much for having me on, and definitely thank you again.
All right, there he is, Cole Kirst, joining us here on the show. We'll take a timeout. 315-437-7644. We're going to talk some Cuse football on the other side. Back after this on ESPN Radio.